The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guests do not reflect those of the hosts, the show, the management, and the station.
Hello, 안녕하세요. Hi. Today
Hello.
is end of the 2020 na, last week na, no? Kaya kapag next week, January na, ang bilis ng oras. So this is my last live dito po sa Q Radio sa 2020. Sana maganda po yung mga year-end nyo. Kasi alam ko, sobrang nahirapan talaga tayo for 2020. And I hope that 2021, sana maganda lang yung mangyari sa lahat, mga katigang, and also to us. Okay, so bago po tayo, syempre, tawagin yung guest. I want to start muna na meron po kami Q-Radio application. So please watch this video.
Ang trending capital ng bayan, nasa mobile app na. Simula na ang chika, mag-chat with your tropa, at makibanding sa mga paborito mong T-Radio DJ. T-Radio Mobile App. T-Radio Mobile App. Manood ng T-Radio live program. Sumali sa mga bonggang games at sorpresa. Makichismis sa mga latest at higit sa lahat, libreng mag-download sa Google Play at App Store. T-Radio Mobile App. Hatid sa inyo ng Philippines Trending Capital. T-Radio. One click lang sa'yo.
Okay, so yung application po meron sa App Store and also sa Google Play. So please try to search T-Radio po, and you can also chat with your favorite DJs. And also meron din po kami T-Radio in Middle East. So check po na natin yung video na to. So, meron po kami T-Radio in Middle East. So, don't forget to search po yung T-Radio in Middle East po sa Facebook. And also, please follow po. And syempre, pakifollow rin po yung T-Radio, and don't forget to share this live. And also, please follow yung page ko po, DJ Sandra, and my YouTube is Sandra Jung. Sabi ni Joseph dito, anyang DJ Insaw, may live po pala kayo. Akala ko wala na. 잘 지내? Advance Happy New Year, and I wish na hopefully all of us back to normal. Yes. Thank you, Joseph. Happy New Year din sa'yo, and sana maligaya yung year-end mo with your family. And syempre sa 2021 talaga, I hope that everything will be getting in normal, at sana medyo healthy rin tayo. Sana palagi happy naman tayo, di ba? Thank you so much, Joseph, for watching this. And for 2 weeks po ng January, syempre mag-vacay din po ako. Then after yung babalik po ako sa T-Radio. So abangan nyo na lang po yung mga updates ko. So ngayon, tawagin ko po yung special guest. They are actually Filipino and Korean couple. Nag-YouTube din sila. And may gusto parang nag-request rin sa akin ng one of the subscriber na DJ Sandra, pwede pa invite nyo sila kasi they are like parang couple na kasama rin sila in YouTube. So, abangan po natin sila. So, please welcome our Luke and Ray. Annyeong! Annyeonghaseyo!
Hello.
안녕하세요.
Annyeonghaseyo! Wow, thank you so much for coming and visiting here in T-Radio. So, can you introduce yourself first?
Hello, everyone. My name is Luke.
And my name is Ray.
So we're from Maryland, USA, and there's the two of us in here. Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much for coming here in T-Radio. What time is it there right now?
Right now it is 3:10 a.m.
Wow, so in the morning. Thank you, sobra. Wow, appreciate ko yan. So, are you guys living in?
You answer.
Yeah, we're living in the US right now. We're in Maryland. We moved around Maryland quite a bit. But right now we just moved to a place called Upper Marlboro. It's sort of close to Bowie and Laurel. But yeah, we just moved here. We got a house recently, so that's big news. That's fun. Previously, we're both living in an apartment, so this is a really big upgrade for us. And
Oh,
yeah.
wow. So let's start your love story because there's one of our katigang and subscribers sent me that DJ Sandra, can you invite them also because they are Korean and Filipino couple and they want to see you. So I want to hear that how you guys met together.
So okay, I feel like our initial conversation actually started in the gym
Mm.
because we actually saw each other a lot in the gym.
Mhm.
But prior
Mm.
to that, like 2 year, two maybe one or
2 years,
two,
yeah,
yeah,
about 1.5 years. So I used to work at a bubble tea shop. I was the manager there, and
Oh.
he happened to be a customer for a while, and he would come with like his brothers sometimes, and he would always get the same exact thing. So I would like associate his face with his drink.
Oh.
Every time he came in, I automatically knew like, oh, he's gonna get this.
Mm.
So for
Mm.
like a year or two, it went by like that. And then I started seeing him at the gym. It was really weird because around the time where he stopped coming to the shop I worked at, I started seeing him at the gym. It
Oh.
was really weird. It was just such a, I guess, like twist of fate. And then all of a sudden, a couple months later, he finally came back to the store, and I was just
Mm.
like, wait, I recognize him. And so, yeah, originally I wasn't gonna say anything because I normally don't really interact with
customers like
customers
that.
like that, just because it's a pretty fast-paced job, so I have to focus a lot. Plus, like being the manager has its own
But this
duties.
time she had time. She had time
Yeah,
to
this
actually just.
time I called out his drink, and when he came up, the first thing I
Mm.
said was, "Hey, you're that kid that goes to the gym, right?" And that was the first time I ever saw him smile, and that's when I was like, felt a little
What do you have to?
like kung kung right here.
Right?
Wow.
I mean, it kind of is.
Oh, grabe. Ang ano pala. So, are you guys dating for how long right now? It's
It would be like a year and a half now.
Yeah.
oh.
Been dating. He actually just met my family recently. He's met my entire family now. He spent Christmas and Thanksgiving with my family, which was really fun.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
yeah,
And yeah, I kind of wish I could speak or I could converse in Korean so I could talk to your grandparents.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Can you
my
speak a little bit Korean?
I mean, like sort of like the basic, the stuff that you see in like when you watch K dramas
Mm-mm.
and whatnot. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
안녕하세요. Like,
Yeah.
감사합니다.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, actually, I want to ask the question is there any cultural problem or troubles did you have?
A lot.
Yeah, initially a lot. Like when we first started seeing each other, like we were just two very different people. We were just in two different places in life too. So for him, because he grew up in the Philippines, his culture was a very big part of his
Mm-hmm.
identity, which is very understandable. Of course, that's natural. And then for me, I was born and raised in America, so
Oh.
yeah, I'm
Korean.
very Americanized in a sense.
Yeah.
I'm sort of this weird in between between like being into my culture a lot because like for example, the food is great, right?
Mm-hmm.
K barbecue, all that good stuff. But then at the same time, because I grew up in America, a lot of my beliefs and ideals align with Western culture. So there
Oh.
was a pretty big, I guess, difference in the way that we would think about certain things. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Also, it means that you raised in America, not in Korea.
Yeah. My
Oh.
parents were immigrants, so like I was like the first generation to be raised here. So like my parents are also pretty Americanized, but it's different from me still. There's still that difference there.
Yes, for your generation. Oh, so it means that you're more on Western side, not the Korean culture, more on
Yeah,
like, oh,
I would say
nice.
that.
So,
Yeah.
can you tell us what is the strength of the international couple?
You answer this one.
Couples, well,
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't necessarily say that there is such thing because I feel like I don't know. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like
a
our strengths are
Mhm.
sort of just like we click and we have that type of chemistry. So like
Mm-mm.
we understand each other pretty well.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
I would say now, like compared to before, but it was
Yeah.
just a lot of communication, honestly.
Yeah. Actually, I think that in a sense that could be the strength because since we're such different people, there had
Mm-mm.
to be a lot of, communicating. We had our fair share of arguments. This is
Yeah.
normal with any couple, of course, but with these arguments, we learn more about each other.
Right.
And now it's sort of like learning to compromise a lot, which
Mm-mm.
I feel like is something that a lot of couples might struggle with, especially if
Mm.
they're, cross-cultural couples, international
Yes.
couples, even couples that are of different ages. So,
Mm-mm.
I'm actually a couple years older than him, which also
Oh.
to yeah, it contributes to some, belief differences and like perspective differences. But I feel like people who go through what we go through, they are in fact a little bit stronger than those who don't, just because they know how to communicate better.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Such a good answer. And my question dito, one of our katigang is, nagtanong siya na my question is, magkakaroon ba kayo ng pressure sa pag-meet ng both parents? Because,
So
like, yeah, we have a different, like, foreigner, hindi siya Filipina, hindi siya Korean. Do you
from
have,
so from my side initially, like I didn't think that my parents would or she would feel pressured in meeting my parents because my parents were pretty open-minded. They didn't really care whether or not somebody is Korean or somebody's Japanese or whatever it may be. But for her,
for
however,
Ray?
like yeah, I felt pressured like meeting her parents because of like how parents display themselves in K dramas or like stuff like that. So yeah, for me it was like, dang, once I see them, are they gonna like look me from head to toe and be like, oh, your skin, it's not so good, like those type of typical uh judgments, I guess. But
Oh, yes.
yeah, it didn't end up like that when I met
Met.
her parents. It was actually pretty pleasant when I met them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sweet. So, are looks your parents are also living in America or they are staying here in Philippines?
So we all live here. My parents moved to Arizona. It's in a different state. Uh,
Oh.
back around to 2011, and that's
Mm.
around the time that I moved here as well. So I was about 11 years old at that time, and then we stayed in Arizona for about 6 7 years, and then we moved down here 3 years ago. Yeah,
Oh. So you guys are really raised in America, both of you are staying with the parents, family.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah. More so me
wow.
than him, but yeah, both of us in
Yeah,
this sense are.
because yeah, she was actually born here, but I moved down
Mhm.
here when I was 11. So like I could, but kaya ko pa din mag-Tagalog, but sometimes like I have to think about it. On her side,
Oh.
Korean.
My Korean's okay. Like I could have an average conversation with somebody, which is
Mm-mm.
what I do with my grandparents because they can't really speak any English. Luckily my parents and my aunts, they all know, pretty fluent English. So that makes my life a little bit easier. But
Oh.
especially my dad, he's probably the most fluent out of everybody. And he's actually somebody that I respect a lot, from person to person. um, so it's I didn't take like Korean lessons, which is something that a lot of my peers did. A lot of my Korean peers, they would go to Sunday school, and then after Sunday school, they would learn Korean there. But I just know like intermediate level.
Wow. So this is my first time to meet like you guys are Filipino and Korean both raised in America in other third country for good. Oh, it's so nice. So this is my next question. How did you guys started the YouTube as a couple?
You should answer this one. You should answer this one.
There wasn't really
Mm.
initial, like I didn't have any initial thoughts into like posting that first video that we had. We posted maybe 2 or 3 videos like the first 6 months.
Uh-uh.
But then like we didn't expect that we were gonna get that much views on just one video. I
Ooh.
was like, oh, I mean, like it's going pretty well. So then that was like the point for me where like this could possibly go somewhere. So why not just keep going?
Mm.
Yeah, we after he posted those first couple of videos, like including the heart attack prank
Yeah.
video, we were like it's our baby. You know, that's it has the most views, and I feel like a lot of people subscribe to us after watching that. Um, After we posted those, we actually stopped for a while uploading just because life happened and we got busy. And then one day, one of his close friends texted us, and he was like, hey, did you guys see your video? It has a lot of views now. And we were just like, what? So we checked it, and it actually did. The views kind of
Yes.
on it. And, we were happy about it because, he worked very hard on it. And, in my head a little bit, I was just like, wow, people really like seeing me suffer. But it's okay. If people laugh and they're happy, that's fine. But
Also, Luke is doing editing and how about for the shooting? So everything are produced by Luke or
So we kind of just vlog as we go.
Mhm.
And as far as like the pranks go, obviously like I just do it whenever I feel like it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like a lot of the times, like for example, this past couple months, I've been doing school at the same time as working full time, and then, on top of that, like, I've been trying to do what I can to help him, but with the way my work schedule is and the way my classes are, I haven't had a lot of time to do that. So, every like here and there, I'll edit a video for him, or whenever we're filming, of course, I'll help him do whatever he needs me to do. Whether it's like actually shooting or something like that, or even small things like helping him pick background music or something like that. But he's the main person behind this channel. So all of our subscribers, thank you, because his hard work is coming up now.
Editing in general is pretty hard. Like I feel like all editors out there know that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's very time consuming, and I feel like if you enjoy it, it's less work and more like
you get to enjoy it more pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, and there's one more question to our katigang about sa inyong YouTube. What is the most memorable video that you ever made? Everything.
First,
okay. So I think for me, it's the Christmas video we did last year, the one that where I like we showed our viewers what we each got each other, and that one actually kind of also blew up too. But for me, that was the most memorable just because that was a day. Christmas is special. It's a holiday. It's a time to be around loved ones and be around family. And up until that point, I'd sort of been spending most of my Christmases alone, and that was the first Christmas that I'd spent with him. And so it was like just a really nice feeling to not be alone. And I know some people who are, away from home or who aren't with their families right now can identify with that. So it was really heartwarming. And, in that same day, seeing the gifts that we got each other, it sort of just reinforced that. And I was happy that we we could share it with our viewers because, you know, that's something I never done before. And it was just a lot of, I guess, showing love to people.
Well, how about you, Luke?
Huh?
Oh,
yeah.
well, for me, honestly, my favorite one is the most recent one.
Oh, why?
Because that one, when I took that video, it's just she had no idea at all. And like for me, I'm all about laughs. So like whatever I find fun. I mean, not that because she cried on that. She kind of cried on that video. Not that I don't find it funny, but it's like
It's okay if
it's
you do.
it's good for the people because it makes other people happy.
Oh,
That would be my favorite video.
wow, ang sweet pala. And I don't know that this is the question with you guys. Do you have any experience about long distance relationship? Because I heard that you guys are raised in America, but do you have any experience?
Uh
Like si Ray baka pumunta sa Korea or si Luke pumunta sa Philippines
so
for
be-
the Vicky.
well, between the two of us, I think the
Yeah.
longest that we've been away from each other was probably a week, and
Yeah.
that was because I I sort of like took a vacation down in Arizona,
Mhm.
so I flew down there, and that was it.
Yeah, it's really just been a week. We're lucky to be able to be with each other like this every day.
Yes.
I can't imagine like that 1 week was so hard. I don't know why. And the thing is, during that week too, we were both actually sick. So you know, like when you're sick, the that needy feeling,
Yes.
it hits really hard. So I don't know, for some reason it was just really hard. And personally, that makes me wonder because I mean, I've never really been in a long distance relationship. He has, like in the past, but
Mhm.
for the couples out there who are really doing long distance,
Yes.
I have so much respect for you guys because it's really hard.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's
Yeah,
really,
it's
really
tough.
hard. And I can't imagine, you know, how much it might hurt sometimes to not be able
Yes.
to see somebody. Like even when we're each at work and we work at different places, even then it's like, oh man, I miss him.
And I was like, you work for 8 hours, and then it's like, oh, you come home, and then you're gonna see me again, but you still miss me. So it's like,
Yeah. So like long distance, like I can't imagine just how hard it
Oh.
would be, you know?
Yes, because especially like this season, like COVID season, there's a lot of long distance. We didn't expect this happened, but I heard that even my friends, like they have a long distance because the Korean can't come here in Philippines, so parang automatic they are in LDS right now, LDR. So I want to just, yeah, it's really respect them because
Mhm.
so hard. You cannot see your special someone.
Mhm.
Eh, hindi mo talaga expect yun. How about, can you say something about unforgettable moments or memories that you have? Not only for the video, like for you guys,
just
for
enjoy.
both of you.
You got one?
No, I mean, there's a couple, but you go first. I have to
You want
like
me to go
narrow
first?
yeah.
For me,
Mm.
there's really nothing in specific, but
Mm.
what would be memorable for me is just like the simple things, such as like uh our drives back home. Like whenever like I pick her up at work, and then we drive back home, and then we just like listen to music and
Oh,
sing. Yeah, it's just the simple stuff, really.
the ordinary one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
I
about
would,
you, Ray?
yeah, I would say it's the same for me. It's really the little things that all add
Mhm.
up to be something so much bigger. But at the same time, there's a lot of memories that we have, you know, good ones and bad ones. And, you know, this relationship wouldn't be what it is without everything together as a whole. I think for me, so I'm an otaku a little bit. I watch a lot of anime, you know, I try to keep up. But he's not that kind of person. He likes horror movies, which I cannot stand because I
Oh,
can't do horror. Like it's really just not like I just can't. But you know, he will sit through a couple of shows with me, and we have a ritual where every time we eat together, we always play a show and watch together.
Mm.
And it's just kind of a way for us to, put aside anything that we're stressing about or anything that's bothering us and just kind of share that hour or so together. I think because I also love eating food, so I really love food. But I think for me, the meal times are probably the
Mm.
most memorable.
Oh, did you have any experience to taste the Filipino dishes?
Yeah.
I
Do you
mean,
have
kind
any favorite Filipino food?
Yeah. Oh man, adobo, so good.
Oh, adobo. Oo nga
Yeah, and
pala.
then I really like mongo.
아, 오, 진짜로요?
네,
오,
좋아해요.
오,
um,
신기하다. Mostly like Korean doesn't like that one, the taste.
really? Oh,
Yes.
guess I'm the weird one now. Huh?
Oh.
I don't know. It's just all good. Like menudo is also
Mm.
something I really
Oh,
like. Sinigang is
of,
also really
yeah,
good.
oh.
you didn't like sinigang in the beginning,
No,
right?
yeah, in the beginning I didn't
Yeah.
like it. I was like, oh my gosh, why is this so sour? But then the more I ate,
Yeah, she thought it was expired.
I mean, it wasn't as bad as the tamarinds,
Yeah.
the tamarinds that you gave me. I was like, what is this? But I'm not a picky eater at all. Like I will pretty much eat anything that's put in front of me. So, I have had a lot of Filipino dishes. I really like lumpia. That's
Ah, lumpia.
so good. So good.
Oh. How about you, Luke? Do you have any favorite Korean dishes or food?
I really only like spicy pork belly. I like spicy food. Yeah.
Mm.
So like
What
whenever
Korean spicy
you,
noodle?
sorry, what was that?
Korean spicy noodle?
Yeah, I actually tried that one. It's pretty good. Yeah,
Oh.
I like it.
Even some Koreans cannot taste that one because it's so spicy for Korean too.
Yeah,
Wow.
I like very spicy food. I have no idea why.
We actually tried taking a
Mm-mm.
video of us eating it,
Mm-mm.
but it was. I mean, we both like spicy foods, but like that one, it
Wow.
makes your mouth go numb. Like my teeth were vibrating, and I've never experienced that before. And I was like, "Nah, I can't do this."
Oh, and there's one more question by my katigang. Can you give us the advice to find a true love? Wow, it's really deep question.
You go for it.
Um, to find the true love, well,
Yeah.
I feel like it could be whoever you want it to be. I feel like being in love is a choice. It's not like something that you just, oh, uh, she's the one. Like I don't think that's how it works. You sort of just like find somebody and then make them your partner, and then whatever goes through, like your guys' relationship, just communicate along with it. Like as I've said before, the
Mm-mm.
two of us have had many problems, and it's gotten to the point where like, oh, like we almost like left each other. But like it's all about communication, honestly. Like you talk about certain things that you don't like. So like
Mm-mm.
say this specific thing that you're doing is making me feel insecure, then you just say the exact same thing that I just said. And it's
Mm-mm.
just like hopefully your partner understands that, and hopefully your partner changes. Yeah.
Oh.
If not, then then that's not the story. Like maybe because if the other person's not willing to work with you, then you may be in the bad spot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think communicate is really important, and it's really hard to find the true love.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it really is.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I agree on to that question.
I think for me, I agree with what you said in terms of communication and being open and honest. But at the same time, I think compromise
Mm.
and knowing when to let go of your pride are both really
Mm.
important too. Because, two people can have many differences,
Yes.
And it's up to those two people. Are you guys willing to meet halfway for some of those differences? Because it's unrealistic to always expect the other person to change for you.
Yeah,
You have
that's
to also be willing to do the same in order for that relationship to be, I guess, fair to the both of you.
mm-mm.
And then even during arguments can be so bad. Emotions, they're at an all-time high. Both people are upset. And then at the same
Yeah.
time, every human being is subject to pride.
Mm-mm.
But when you have too much pride, a lot of the times it's just you don't want to say sorry, even if you feel sorry.
Mm.
Especially when you're super angry, like
Yeah.
you're like all you can see is that anger, that red
Mm-mm.
in your eyes, and you don't want to admit that you're wrong even if you were wrong, because I believe in an argument both sides are to blame.
Yes.
Somebody did something, whether that person wants to admit it or not. So whenever we have arguments, sometimes it can get pretty bad, but I think what ends up helping the both of us at the end of the day is that at some point we're both willing to just sort of stop and say, hey, I'm sorry, even if
Oh,
we still
oh,
think the other person did something wrong. Like, it's that recognition of, I also did something wrong, and I know
oh.
you're hurting as much as I'm hurting, so let's try to work this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I think you guys are respect each other. 이게 존중을 해주는 게 보이는 것 같아요. I
네.
think, yeah, the respect is really important in the couple din, syempre. Kasi if you don't respect your girlfriend and boyfriend, the relationship is, yeah, I think it's so hard to be a long life together. Kasi syempre, we have a different life and we live a different environment, so we have a totally different mind.
Mhm.
But yeah, I really agree on what Luke and Ray said. Wow, thank you so much for your wonderful answer. I hope that our katigang understand your answer, because this katigan si Joseph kasi for now he doesn't have any experience yet to be to as a like girlfriend, wala pa siya ganun.
Mm.
So yeah, so he maybe that's why he questioned for this yung question niya nito. So how's musta naman yung pinaka last message natin bago po tayo magtapos before we end our live? Can you give some message to your subscribers and also to your friends, family, relatives?
I guess I'll start off with it's actually my brother's birthday today, so happy birthday, Kuya
Oh,
Prince. If you're
Happy
watching.
birthday!
Other than that, for our subscribers, just stay tuned. I know we've been like very sort of inconsistent lately, but we usually upload between 2 to 3 days, and
yes.
yeah, video should be coming out in 2 days. So you guys stay tuned on that. You got any message?
Oh,
Yeah, I wanted this, like, we've been saying this a lot in our videos lately, but just one more time, because why not? Since 2020 is coming to a close, it's really been a rough year for everybody. So
yeah.
a really, really, really big thank you to all of our subscribers and all of our viewers for sticking it out with us through this year. Of course, like he said, we haven't been the most consistent in posting recently,
Yeah.
and we're sorry. Just things have been crazy with holidays and COVID still happening and all that stuff. So thank you for sticking this whole year out with us, and we wouldn't be where we are without you guys. So
Absolutely.
we hope that in the future we can keep making videos, and we hope that we can make you guys laugh, because I know that we've talked to some of our subscribers before, and they do tell us that our videos are sort of what gets them through the day. So that means a lot to us. It kind of it's what motivates us to keep making videos.
The thing is, we're two regular human beings.
Yeah.
And like the first time somebody asked for our autograph, we were like, what?
Yeah.
We're like,
Fan meet and greet, like
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, we're just two average people, but just the fact that we've been able to get this far, it's all thanks to you guys. So from us, at the end of this year, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and thank you.
Thank you all.
Wow, thank you so much. And also, can you invite our katigang to your YouTube channel?
Yeah, of course. You go ahead and do that.
Wait, what?
Just invite them.
Oh. Our YouTube channel is Luke and Ray, as it says right there at the corner. Luke and Ray. It's a lot of prank videos. So go ahead, watch our videos. We have the heart attack prank.
Yep.
So start with that one because that was everybody liked that one.
Yep.
They like seeing me cry.
And for all our subscribers out there, make sure you guys check out T Radio.
Yes.
This has been a very pleasant
It's been a
experience.
pleasure, DJ Sandra. Thank you so much for having us on here. We really, really appreciate it.
Well, I'm really appreciative because even you guys are so far from me right now. But thank you so much for visiting here in T Radio, and I hope that I can invite you guys once again next year
Of course.
in our new good news. Thank you so much, Luke and Ray, and hope to see you soon. Please stay safe.
You too.
course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Ang sabi na, wow, they are so sweet naman. Ang sweet. Sabi dito ni Jose, hopefully meet you all soon and we want to hear the love inspired story from you. Sa totoo lang parang for today, when I met Luke and Ray, mukha silang bata, but they are thinking are so matured and their answer is so matured. So I think that our katigang have a lot of like learns from them all too. Oo, sobrang nakilig ako, grabe. Year end at syempre kasama ni Ray, si Luke naman kasama niya si Ray. So it is really, syempre, sobrang malambing din sa kanila yung araw na 2020. So bago po tayo matapos, syempre gusto ko po sabihin na kung sino man naghahanap ng trusted and legit na Ford specialist, visit po kayo sa Mark Ford Specialist located at 14 GSIS sa Pasig po. So don't forget to search in Facebook din. Maganda po yung quality nila. At mga katigang, maraming salamat po sa support nyo po for this 2020 at syempre babalik po kami sa 2021 kaya wag nyo po kaming iwan dito lang po sa T-Radio. Mga katigang, maraming salamat mga po. Saya bumaniwala sa iyo. Happy New Year and see you! Annyeong! Kamsahamnida!
Ang trending capital ng bayan nasa mobile app na. Simula na ang chika, mag-chat with your tropa at makibanding sa mga paborito mong T-Radio DJ.